And there we go, I think it's recording. So today we're trying out Cabbibo's Play Pack, which is available on itch.io or itch.io, whichever way you want to say it. I'm not actually sure. So I added them all to my Steam library as external apps because it's not through Steam. It's you just unzip them in a folder somewhere, and I named them so I could filter on it. So in the desktop view, I have OBS and descriptions. So the first one is an experiment in size constraints. You can blow on the big walls, and also make sure you stick your head in the back wall if you happen to have the exact size and layout of my old room. Pop your mattress on the floor and align it to the awesome flower bed. Okay, let's see. Run. Ooh. Let's see if my PC is still working. Oh, hello. Is this, I guess this reacts to my microphone. Oh, whoa, whoa. Okay, let's see. Oh, this is the flowery bed, I think. It's a bit outside my space. I don't think I can do anything with it. But yeah, let's see. Wow. I think I push it away with my voice. Kind of. Maybe. That is pretty satisfying. And apparently it has also to do with my head angle. So like I guess I kind of shoot away forces with my face when I speak. Maybe. Sounded like that. That's what's going on anyway. These are pretty organic feeling walls, that's for sure. Whoop. Oh, I'm on the underside. Oh. Oh wow. Okay, that was. If I talk up into the sky, I get the. Okay. Talk upwards. Please move. Maybe it works better if I'm standing. Things are not working. I want to make it flutter again. Whatever. Okay. Let's skip to the next one. Let's see if this search is still here. Yeah. So, gallery made with Luke Lanini, the brilliant mind behind Rumpus VR. We wanted to see what it was like to do some fun little ray trace toys within VR. That sounds interesting. See, I'm actually. That is forward. Oh, this looks like psychedelic stuff. I have no hands. I'm closing one eye to be able to get this close. Oh, I can have my head inside. Oh yeah. Stereoscopically, it kind of breaks my eyes. Wow. Yeah. It's really hard to look at without getting double vision for me. Or well, double vision, something. At least this close. The reflections is very reflective. And that reflection is so different in HI when you get up close. I think there's no teleport, so hopefully my space will be enough. This looks super smooth. Wonder if that's the point. Ooh! Clipping plane is a bit close maybe. I can't take, or a bit I don't know, near. It's too far off. Can't inspect closely. Yeah, that looks like a fractal, and it's multiple nodes apparently. I think this is kind of taxing my system. Very blobby thing, which triggers my chaperone is exactly on the edge of it. Yeah, that looks really organic, and it has multiple layers. Some like it has atmosphere. Oh, my face is the glowing ball, I'm pretty sure. So I wonder if these are real-time reflection probes, like each ball has one updating reflection probe. Definitely changing when I'm moving. I'm trying to discern if it has any kind of limited resolution. I'm not sure now. Let me change my chaperone settings. Chaperone visibility. There we go. Oh, this will be dangerous. Let's also turn on. Oh, is that connected to? Okay, let's do this instead. Let's set fade distance to 0.2. So now I can, yeah, that's better. I think this is probably a shader that just continues forever, kind of. What makes this different from other things in VR is that it looks infinitely detailed. It's like very fine detail in the blobby goopy stuff. I mean, sure, it's like a grainy texture, but the actual shape changing doesn't look like polygons. I would assume it's not polygons. Who knows? Can't put my face in it. Yeah, that was really interesting things. It's almost like I'm missing out on the things on the walls. I can't study them in detail. That looks weird. Not sure what's happening. It seems to be carving holes depending on not proximity, but angle. Yeah. Those are glasses with some kind of wonky shader that gives me kind of parallax movement at the same time as color shifting. Not sure what's going on. Okay, let's continue with the exhibit. It's slowly animating regardless of me moving. Makes me think of rising smoke from a city somehow, or an industrial area, but it also shapeshifts with me moving around. Also a bit hard to look at with two eyes. It's comfortable at this distance, but as soon as I get like... I wonder if it's... Oh yeah, because it actually morphs from the position of the camera, I noticed that when I get too close, I get two different kinds of... Like the blobs look a fair bit different between my eyes. It might be an idea to like change the shader from the central point of my eyes instead of both eyes individually, at least when it changes the shapes like this. Because there's some pretty bad double vision going on. Not double vision, but disparity between my eyes when I'm too close. This looks like another very smooth object. Seems static, but I see kind of waves go through it while moving, which might be a distortion on the surface, I guess. I'm not sure, but I think that's the surface of the object moving. I'm not sure now. This is another case of I'm getting different images in each eye due to the thing changing relative to the camera. This is somewhat similar in feel, the ridges moving on the surface. Might be the same effect actually, but yeah. I think the balls inside actually stop me from seeing a hole on the other side. And if I look through that hole, there's actually a ball on the other side of this hole. I don't think... Not sure if... Okay, that is weird. Wonder if there's a separate shader on each side of the wall? Or just the same one? Yeah, very strange. That looks really glitchy. Oh, I guess these might be, what's it called? Sign distance field things or whatever. Thinking about the smooth transition between the ball and the cube, that's the most apparent one that looks, at least seems like it would be that. SDF, I think that's what it's called. It's another interesting shape-shifting object. This one is easier to look at with my eyes open, both of them. Maybe because it's not, I think it's not dependent on the camera position. Yeah. That is pretty interesting. Makes me think of those 4D cubes that fold in upon, like, they fold inside themselves or whatever. Yeah. And it looks like a tunnel. Oh, this was really interesting. Some really neat effects. Definitely something that will be interesting to put people in. Let's see. Can I get back to... There we go. J-room. Let's check again. Multiplayer Strangeland, where you can hang out with some jellyfish. I'm not sure if it's... not sure how the multiplayer part will work. Well, let's see. Oh, there's audio. I checked, so I was actually recording. Here we have the jellyfish. Oh, I can boop the jellyfish. Rocks are also reacting to my controllers and making noise. Trigger actually pulls them together and moving makes them wobble. Oh wow. These are some weird noises. This is a weirdly organic feel, like underwater spaghetti creatures. I think they're actually hollow, yeah. Oh wow, there's some really crazy stuff going on if you put your face in it. I think I'm actually watching the reflection map. That is weird. I think it works because there are multiple layers of rocks. Oh no, it's interesting. The grass is also moving. I'm not sure how you'd actually find anyone. I guess everyone might be joining the same space, but I'm not gonna wait around for that. Yeah, let's continue. It was nice with some audio. It has been pretty silent so far. So, this room bug. Oops. This is an earlier version of my little donut test. With this one you can press the thumb pad to freeze the jiggliness in its current position, slowly disforming the space into nothingness. Oh, that sounds interesting. So touchpads are used in this one. Did I press play? Yeah, it's launching. Okay. Oh, I'm inside. Seems to be moving just with my proximity. It's like I'm pushing air around. Ooh. I think my CPU might be burning up. Did I just ruin it? Interesting fall. Wonder if it's actually doing anything. Wonder if I can get some, what's it called, resonance going? I don't think so. It seems to be pretty resistant to repeated motion. Seems I think pressing the touchpad makes the current motion continue. Oh, that was probably bad. Let's see. I was gonna expand it again, but I think it's going in the wrong way. Yeah. It's about, you see the surface swing back and forth, and it's about pressing the touchpad at the right point. It's interesting surface shader. I can see the glittery, pixely surface of it when I have my face in it. Guess that might be what makes the glittery look of it. Yeah, I think I ruined it. So, well, that was interesting. As all of these are. Next scene 2. A test of outdoor photogrammetry taken during a trip to Glacier National Park. Woohoo. I should be making food now, but eventually. Is my CPU burning up? Not really. I guess that was loading. Oh, these have interesting ridges on them. I say interesting way too often. They have creepy ridges. They look like worms. And they have a nice rainbow or color shifting surface. See that they deform, mostly because I can see the white tip of them expand when they angle. This is a really small, really small photogrammetry scene. The rest of it seems to be a skybox. Yeah. Oh, added worm grass and the very strange blob is kind of making the environment a bit more interesting, I guess. How close can I get? So I guess this is all just it's a surface shader, and I'm actually looking at the shader. And I'm shifting which I am looking with to see. It's moving kind of fast, so it's hard to compare each eye. But it is a bit weird to look at. Reflections can look pretty. They can have a pretty stark difference with a slight movement. Not sure if that's the case here, but it does look weird when I'm using both eyes at the same time. I get like depth disparity. It kind of looks like depth could be almost inverted at points. Yeah, that is strange. Let's keep going. PlayRoom. PlayRoom is a bunch of gooiness combined with rope, strings, and grass. Was on show on Adobe. Okay. Oh. We have audio. I think this is the gooey stuff. I have hairy balls as my hands. I can bash the balls, which make bell noises. Quite satisfying reaction to get the audio when you hit them. There's no haptics, so they're pretty unphysical to hit. Not that the touchpad haptics is amazing in that regard, but it's usually better than nothing. It's a ton of particles. They seem to emit particles when I hit them. Or is that periodic? I think it's movement that... I think maybe they're just always emitting particles, and moving them just shows the particles because you actually move the emitter, maybe. It's a nice effect anyway. Let's see if one of them... I wonder if the same ball will make the same sound multiple times. No. Seems randomized. Bunch of funky shader stuff going on. Oh wow. And suddenly I remember my chaperone is turned into super low. I think the arms kind of expand with velocity maybe? Or velocity change. It's a very spectacular reaction in any case. Oh wow. Still makes me think about worms. Weird worms. Yeah, I like this one. I've liked most of them. Let's see, I was doing the PlayRoom. Let's do Pete Terry. Paint with goo and then play it like a theremin. Make sure you grab the blocks and throw them through the paint. Painting and throwing blocks, okay. I see the blocks. Oh, and this is... Oh, okay. So I can push my previously painted stuff around. And all interaction with the painted line makes audio. Oh, I think it breaks apart. I like when I get a long continuous tone. Wait, okay, the blocks bounce. Can I push it? I can't push it through the wall. Okay. Oh, to the blocks. I think the blocks make music when it interacts with the... Oh, it... Okay. So these can actually change the paint strokes. I'm not sure why that happened, but that's pretty nice. A nice tonal gradient. Very physical. Stringy paintbrush strokes. Yeah. This is like nothing else to interact with. Most of these things. This is like nothing I've ever seen. It's quite satisfying to have this throw mechanic, and it's like making balloon animals, kind of. Yeah, this is really nice. Let's keep going. So 3 more. Grub Island. Ring Grub Island. Keep trying to take my headset off to read, but I realize I have it here. I think, yeah. Ring Grub, which was shown at SF Science Fiction MoMA? San Francisco MoMA. Museum of Modern Art, I think. San Francisco Museum of Modern Art. I might have gotten that right. Get small and big and play around. That sounds like a scale shifting thing. Varying scale in VR is pretty amazing. You can see that at least in the Rick and Morty VR thingy. Virtual reality, where you can change your scale to be inside a battery charger. Spoiler. What the? Oh, so this will actually change my scale. Huh. This is now a quite familiar interaction thing. So I guess this might be my smallest scale. I'm inside the golden tunnel. It makes me think about the golden shields that astronauts have, or have had, on the old Apollo movies, or I guess documentaries or whatever. I was in here just a moment ago. If I jiggle this around really much, I wonder... The movement is kind of diminishing very quickly, so I'm not sure if I can mess around with this one and see it while inside. I'm not sure. I think this is the size I started at. It's probably the middle one, yeah. I think there's only these 3. I can't... It's a really interesting effect of the string going in and out of the balls. Oh, I wish the snap was not that strong, because I want to see the transition when I move it inside. I can just see the ball starting to push on the outer surface, and then it says boop. I guess I have this one. This looks really nice. Kind of transcends just like polygonal geometry. Polygonal. Visually very interesting to look at. I think I might find this more interesting than the actual scale thing. Oh, so this is what I wanted to see with the other one. This has to be shader magic. It's just way too smooth to be geometry, isn't it? This is kind of an organic clay effect that is also very rare to experience in VR. It's like super goopy floopy. Very nice. We have... Now it's become the norm with interactive grass and tubular plants and stuff like that. I think they actually react to the music. Yeah. I guess everything does. I'm gonna put my head inside this one. I wonder if I far away enough from other things. It doesn't freak out. Yeah. Shader work really blows my mind. Space Pup 7. A gooey little space puppy with some surrounding crystals. Kaboop. I'll have to reference my own video when picking my favorites, that's for sure. Ooh. Seem to be inside a hairy planet. I guess this is the pup. Makes really strange noises. These are, oddly enough, not interactable, which is different compared to the other experiences. Looks like it's built out of triangles, but then I guess this might be... Maybe it's a tessellated triangular sphere, and this is a surface shader? Or a vertex shader? I don't know. I'm not a developer, I just watch a lot of videos. The fact that it's kind of breaking apart, it's a weird sensation. Can I only see the breaking from inside? Oh, it is actually happening, but I think as I see the other side when I'm outside the sphere, it's not black. It's harder to see. Does it have... Does it... Seems I can slowly push the surface out. But it also seems to have to do where my other hand is. Not sure they do different things. It's like it's melting on top of my hands. I think these just bump into it, but then I'm not sure if it can feed it. Seem to just float out again, so I guess they interact with the big sphere, but in a limited manner. Odd red thing here. It actually matches the balls on my hands. I wonder what kind of debug buttons there would be on the keyboard for this. It's saying that If the touchpads do anything here. Oh, the hairs of the ball actually, or the sphere, attract to the black balls. Oh, I keep wanting to grab the black ones, but they just bounce away. I think they are attracted, but it's not obvious. Hmm. Yeah. Oop. Last one. Teeps Khabib's version 1. An attempt at a strange avatar. That was the shortest description, probably. Okay. Ooh. My head is getting hot. Oh. Oh, this is a mirror of me. Oh. So my hands control the hair. Or my, I guess, hairy arms. Meanwhile, my head is also connected to that. So that is also moving around. Oh, and the bottom part is also attached to my head. Is it a mirror? No, it's just me 180 degrees on the other side of the room. Or is it? No, I should be inside myself. That's a pretty creepy face. It's kind of offset. Yes, this might be the base. Kind of facing backwards. Yeah. Not sure how. I think the points of my hands are not super well defined. The hair strands seem to be attached to them, but to different degrees. As a jump rope. I also realize now that they are all protruding from my ears. It's a bit nasty. There's my space. I wanted to check. That's a really nice, like the waves travel along the cloth. I wonder how well this would port straight into VR chat. I think they support custom shaders still. So this might actually be possible. Not sure about the ear thing. That's a bit creepy. Can I push anything? I don't think so. Yeah, well, oh, does the color I think the color of the hair actually depends on my audio? Maybe. It kind of feels like it, but I'm not sure if I'm only imagining. Probably imagining. Yeah. This is pretty nice. I kind of expected a mirror image, so it's easier to like do symmetrical stuff and feel like it's me. It doesn't feel like it's me because it's not a mirror image, which is kind of how we are used to see ourselves. Yeah, well, again, this looks like something you don't see in VR every day or any day. So definitely worth checking out, I think. This has been pretty exciting. Um, I'll try to pick out my favorites and make a comment over itch.io. Yeah, well, this has been a very interesting look and definitely worth checking out, as I said. That's it for now. Thank you very much for checking this out with me. Let's see.